Introduction of Saving Aziz book summary. Meet the heroes you never knew existed. When the US withdrew from Afghanistan, Chad Robichaux had one goal: save his friend. But that mission became so much more. He co-founded a rescue operation that saved thousands of American allies. Even today, his team operates in Ukraine, facing danger head-on. In Saving Aziz, you'll discover the story of courage, friendship, and sacrifice. How did one man's mission grow into a life-saving movement? What drove him to risk everything? This isn't just another war story, it's about hope, humanity, and heroes who refuse to give up. Watch till the end. This story will change how you see the world. This video, including its audio and script, is protected by copyright. Unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or piracy is strictly prohibited and may result in legal action. Welcome to History, English Book Summary, Episode 3. In this episode, we'll explore 2023 published book Saving Aziz, written by Chad Robichaux and David L. Thomas. The full title of the book is Saving Aziz: How the Mission to Help One Became a Calling to Rescue Thousands from the Taliban. Chapter 1 of Saving Aziz book summary: Many Heroes, One Story. Every story has a hero. This one has many. After September 11th, the US went to war to remove the Taliban from Afghanistan. This is where our story begins. Chad Robichaux was a Force Recon Marine, one of the toughest soldiers. He was part of special operations in Afghanistan. Aziz was a 25-year-old father who taught English. One day, a US Marine recruited him as an interpreter. Aziz was different from the rest. He was skilled and quickly became a key member of Chad's team. Over time, they became close friends. Aziz's children even called Chad their uncle. One night, Chad joined Aziz's family for dinner. They watched the US election, waiting to see if George W. Bush would win another term. Chad was surprised that Aziz and his friends were so interested. He asked why. Aziz took Chad to an old building with an empty pool. He climbed in and Chad followed. Aziz pointed to the deep end. There were bullet holes and dog stains at head level, where people had knelt. Chad realized it was a place of execution. Aziz then pointed to another row of bullet holes. These were at the height of small children. Chad felt sick. Aziz explained that many Afghans remembered a time of freedom in the 1970s, especially for women. But then war came. The Taliban, a brutal group of mujahideen, took over. After September 11th, Afghan citizens were ready to fight. They wanted to protect their daughters from being sold or killed. They wanted to save their sons from being sent to die. People like Aziz saw the US as their last hope. Chad never forgot the empty pool. He carried that memory into every mission. He knew what was at stake. The battle was not just about politics. It was about real people, real families, and real heroes, like Aziz. Chapter 2 of Saving Aziz book summary: Bravery in Action. Aziz was more than just an English teacher and interpreter. He had a sharp mind, quick reflexes, and a strong sense of duty. Time and again, he proved his bravery in dangerous situations. One day, Chad hired a man named Jerry to work in his office. Suddenly, the Taliban attacked the building next door. The explosion tore through the walls, leaving Jerry trapped inside. Without hesitation, Chad decided to go in and rescue him. Aziz joined him without being asked. He provided cover fire while Chad pulled Jerry to safety. Aziz always stood by his team, ready to risk his life. In another situation, Chad's team planned to buy artillery from a new contact. Although Chad trusted a mutual acquaintance, Aziz had a bad feeling. He insisted on taking extra men, a decision that proved wise. At the meeting, Aziz and the team set up a lookout. The seller arrived but seemed nervous. Suddenly, an unexpected vehicle approached the gate. Thanks to Aziz's instincts, Chad's team reacted fast. They secured the contact and newcomers, took the weapons, and left unharmed. Aziz's courage saved lives more than once. He was a man of strong instincts and selfless actions. His bravery made all the difference, ensuring the safety of those around him. Without him, this story might have ended differently. Chapter 3 of Saving Aziz book summary: Some Things Stay Hidden. Chad said goodbye to Aziz like it was any other day. They had just returned from a mission. Chad dropped Aziz off at home and they shared a laugh. "See you later," Chad said. He had no idea how much things would change. Soon after, Chad was sent to the Persian Gulf. There he got bad news. His identity was exposed. A Taliban group had captured 10 of his allies. Only 2 survived. Despite the risk, Chad went back to Afghanistan. His mission mattered more than his safety. Not long after, Chad was captured. He was held and interrogated for hours. He never talks about what happened during that time. Then, for reasons he doesn't understand, they let him go. But he was shaken. US forces soon attacked the group that had killed Chad's allies. During that time, Chad's home in Afghanistan was blown up. Luckily, no one was hurt. But Chad's mind was unraveling. The trauma was too much. He knew he was becoming a danger to his team, so he made a decision. He called his command and said he was sick. He told them he needed to go to the Gulf. This was secret code. It meant he was in serious trouble. Some details are best left unsaid. Chapter 4 of Saving Aziz book summary: Warriors Never Give Up. Chad had a tough life after leaving the military. Civilian life was hard for him. He found comfort in mixed martial arts, MMA, but still struggled. His marriage almost ended and he hit rock bottom. Then he found faith and decided to change. He wanted to help other veterans heal and adjust to normal life. This led him to start the Mighty Oaks Foundation. On April 14, 2021, President Biden announced that the US would leave Afghanistan by September 11th. This decision continued what President Trump had started. Chad thought of his friend Aziz, a former US interpreter. Aziz had been waiting for a visa for years, but the process was slow. Now with the withdrawal date set, time was running out. Aziz needed to escape before it was too late. Chad took action. He raised money to rescue Aziz and his family. His team planned carefully. Then in July, the exit date moved up to August 31st, making things more difficult. The Kabul airport was in chaos. The Taliban blocked access and the US Marines struggled to control the desperate crowds. Chad saw a bigger problem. If his team could rescue one family, why not help more? He changed his plan and created Save Our Allies. This group partnered with foundations and NGOs to raise millions of dollars. Their mission was to rescue American citizens and allies stuck in Afghanistan. Once everything was ready, Chad traveled to Afghanistan himself. He finally reunited with Aziz. Save Our Allies worked with many countries to give shelter to refugees. They saved thousands of lives. Chad's journey proved that warriors never give up. They fight for what's right and help those in need. Chapter 5 of Saving Aziz book summary: Rescue Amid Chaos, 1,000 Saved a Day. In August 2021, Kabul was in chaos. The US was withdrawing from Afghanistan and thousands of people were desperate to escape. Outside the airport, US Marines held the gates, stopping crowds from rushing in. The Taliban controlled the streets, setting up checkpoints and blocking many from passing. Fear and uncertainty filled the air. A group called Save Our Allies stepped in to help. Their mission was to rescue American citizens and Afghan allies who had applied to move to the US. Some evacuations happened at night, others during the day. They used buses to transport people from danger to safety. Each mission was risky. Any mistake could lead to disaster. One tragic incident showed how difficult the mission was. A US Marine stopped a rescue bus. He asked for proof that every passenger had the right to enter. The team leader tried to convince him, but he refused. He ordered them to return to the Taliban checkpoints. The bus was sent back. No one knows what happened to those people. Many might never have made it out. But there were successes too. Chad and his team worked hard every day. With the help of the UAE, they had a base to operate from. They saved up to 1,000 people daily. Aziz and his family were among those rescued. Their efforts gave many a second chance at life. Every day was a race against time, but their bravery made a difference. The mission was dangerous, but it saved countless lives. Chapter 6 of Saving Aziz book summary: Fireproof Friendship. Friendships built in tough times last forever. 3 days after Chad arrived in the UAE to help with rescue efforts, he finally reunited with Aziz. It was an emotional moment. Aziz's children called him Uncle Chad, and the family welcomed him warmly. The refugees in the UAE received temporary apartments. Aziz and his family hosted Chad, just as they had in Afghanistan. But the situation was chaotic. The housing was good, but there was no system to reunite families. This frustrated Aziz, so he took charge. He quickly became an organizer, helping people find their homes and loved ones. That's the kind of person Aziz is, a natural leader. Save Our Allies worked hard to rescue over 10,000 people. But then, an attack at the airport killed 13 US service members and 200 others. The rescue efforts slowed but did not stop. After the US withdrawal, missions became more secretive. Instead of mass evacuations, highly planned operations saved families one by one. Some stories remain unknown. Others gained attention, like when Save Our Allies helped fly the FIFA women's soccer team to Qatar or rescued MMA fighters to Abu Dhabi. They even flew 55 US citizens straight to New York City. But their work didn't stop with rescue missions. Save Our Allies also helps refugees settle into new homes. They provide support for mental health and adjustment to new lives. Their work continues, and evacuations from Afghanistan are expected well into 2024. If Chad and Aziz had not formed their strong bond, over 17,000 refugees might not have survived. The 2021 US withdrawal from Afghanistan caused a crisis, but a retired Marine stepped in. He not only saved his friend, but also thousands of people under Taliban threat. Conclusion of Saving Aziz book summary. Thank you for watching our video. Today we shared a story of great friendship. Chad and Aziz are true heroes. Their bond was forged in war. They met in hard times. They became close friends. Their friendship was deep and real. It was built on trust and courage. Even after many years, their love did not fade. Chad retired long ago, yet he chose to return. He answered the call for his friend Aziz. This act shows true loyalty. It is a sign of deep care and respect. Friendship can move mountains. Their brave act did more than honor a bond. It saved lives. Over 17,000 refugees were rescued from Afghanistan. Many people found hope that day. Their rescue brought relief to those in need. Many hearts were healed. Their story reminds us that one act of kindness can change the world. This journey teaches us many lessons. It tells us that true friendship is powerful. It shows us that bravery is not just for the young. It proves that loyalty lasts a lifetime. Their actions inspire us to be better. We learn that no matter how hard life gets, we can rise to the challenge. As our video ends, take this message with you. Cherish your friends. Embrace kindness. Let love guide you. Remember Chad and Aziz. Their friendship changed many lives. Stay inspired and kind. Thank you for joining our journey. Disclaimer, please check the description. Any digital copy of this content that is shared through piracy or downloaded without permission or uploaded on any online social media platform will be considered a clear violation of copyright law. Piracy is a serious offense and strict legal action will be taken against it. Additionally, copyright infringement may result in a strike against your YouTube channel or page, and it could even be deleted. Therefore, please do not engage in piracy or support it. This content has been created based on the references from the mentioned book. However, it may contain some unintentional errors or inconsistencies due to human or mechanical mistakes. If you notice any mistakes or inconsistencies, please accept our apologies and inform us through a comment or message. If you enjoy this book summary and wish to gain complete knowledge of the book, then please consider purchasing the book from an online or offline bookstore and reading it.